recently, like last week, I played Garfield Spooky Scavenger Hunt 1 and 2. It's a duology. So, pretty cool for Flash games.
It's not that difficult.
No, I remember it being harder as a kid.
No, I did it a few years ago.
I know, I did. I beat it, but I thought it would take more than one try. Actually, it took me 2 tries, but
Wait, twice? Do you die in that game?
you die, yeah.
Okay.
If you click on too many things that scare you, which you just have to click on stuff to figure out what scares you.
Oh, you've never done this podcast before.
No, I've never been on. What is this, House of Snooks?
This is House of Snooks.
What a clown! I'm just looking at your clown cardboard cutout.
It's not cardboard, it's wood.
Clown wood cutout. Sorry.
I can explain what happened though. I was sleeping in my bed, and then my dad came in this room. He has this clown doll, which is like wearing like clothes that are like made. It looks like the SCP.
The one made out of like rebar and metal.
The famous one, yeah. That's what it looks like. And it's like its clothes are like painted paper, I think, and his butt is sticking out because it's
it's like a doll that was like.
Its butt isn't supposed to be sticking out. That just happened.
But why does it have a butt under the clothes?
Yeah, I don't know. So he was like, "Son, look what I bought you."
So like someone made a naked doll and then like painted clown. It's like painted like hard like.
Yeah, it's like paint. He was like, "Son, look what I bought you," and he stuck his
It's like a material. It's like paper like painted and then like dried, so it's like hard.
And he was like, "Wait, there's more." And he bought this giant wooden board. It's for like playing like hacky sack, I guess.
Well, it's for like the way you like throw the sacks in the in the holes.
Yeah. So like he has a big open mouth that you throw the sack in. The other ones are just other.
Well, no, he catches it on a big softball mitt hand.
So that's pretty great. Anyway, this is House of Snooks. I'm Mustard.
I'm Stir.
Now, B Natural's not here because she is missing for the next month. And this isn't a vegan snack, so we're kind of breaking the rules of the podcast and all aspects of it.
Wait, is the podcast that it's a vegan snack?
Yeah, pretty much. But I just saw this, and I was like, well, I have to try that. It is blueberry muffin flavored Kit Kat.
Wait, so is this House of Snacks fan podcast?
I mean, what do you mean? Kind of.
It's kind of funny.
I haven't uploaded any yet. Oh, dude, recently, Be Natural. I was just like, I was at her house before she left for the month. What are you looking at?
I'm looking at your Korn albums. You have all like the cool edgy albums on this shelf.
I don't have a bunch of Korn albums.
It's Korn, Tool, and ICP.
I just happen to have those sitting there. Those on mine. Don't out my musical tastes. I'm gonna cut that out.
You will cut it out.
I don't know if I will. This podcast is stupid. No one listens to it. Is someone who's calling me? Be Natural's calling me. Yeah. Okay, hang on. This is. I gotta pick that up.
Oh, I forgot everyone's 21 now.
I was considering calling her on the phone. Well, okay, I guess she's not gonna answer. I'll probably call her on the phone at the end of this, and then we can. I hope I can keep recording while I'm on the phone with her. I don't know. Anyway, I'm probably gonna cut that out. She didn't pick up. Okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah. Be Natural. I was at her house, and I was like, "Oh, do you want to listen to Diet Coke and Lilith's House of Snacks, the podcast that this podcast is based on?" And she was like, "Oh, sure." And we listened to it, and she was like, "Wow, this is like an actual podcast. Like they actually say stuff." Because usually what happens in the House of Snooks podcast is I'm like, "Hey, Be Natural, try this food." And she's like, "Oh, okay." She eats it. She's like, "Oh, it's fine." And I'm like, "Can you say more?"
What's that
maybe?
like wrapped up in like present paper?
That's an Animorphs book.
Is it like a present?
Yeah, Blue Thunder gave that to me.
Did you open it?
No, because it's a future book, and
Oh.
I was like, maybe the cover has a spoiler on it. I have the number of it written on it with pen.
Okay, nice.
That's for an Animorphs Book.
And there's like
podcast.
a t-shirt for me for my birthday.
Yeah.
That's in, what, half a year?
Not one of those episodes. It's probably going to be out. I don't know any edit.
Yeah, but right now, I don't want to know when my birthday is.
Oh, okay. Actually, I'm probably gonna say when it's recorded in the description. Anyway,
half a year is not even a good estimate anyway.
You keep getting me off track. Oh yeah, but she was like, man, these people have a lot to say about food. Like this, it makes sense that their podcast exists, not this one. Because man, Be Natural just does not like talking about food.
Man, your bedroom just has so much in it.
Have you not been in here before?
I haven't sat.
After this podcast, you're just going like, oh wow, look at that thing. You've done that like 4 times already.
I just haven't sat.
Half of them I'm gonna cut out.
I just haven't sat in here and looked at. There's just so much. Yeah, the weird clown. Okay, just One Direction. That weird clown thing.
No One Direction stuff.
No, that weird clown. Like 2 posters, like a neon cat, like a women's bathroom sign, a poster that I bought at the school library like 10 years ago. No, more than 10 years ago. I forgot that
was up there.
Like, there's just so much. And it's all like wacko stuff.
You're not acknowledging that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, like 17 McDonald's Furby toys just thrown about. Yeah, a lot of stuff in this room. That's lore. Have you even said what food we're eating this episode?
No.
I think I did. It's blueberry muffin Kit Kat.
I don't think you did. It's king size too.
Yeah.
And also eat it on the bed?
Yeah.
Didn't get all crummy.
Also like half of it's eaten already.
How?
Because like 5 minutes ago I said, Stroa, you want to record a podcast eating this? And you said no. And I was like, well, I want to eat it now. So and then I ate half of it.
So is the rest of it mine?
And then I was like, are you sure you don't want to record the podcast? And you go, oh yeah, I'll record the. You suddenly changed your mind. I didn't even tell you any new information. You just you moved it. You're like, oh yeah, let's go record the podcast. You were so adamant that you didn't want to before.
Was I?
Yeah.
I just got home. I wanted to sit down.
And it was literally like 2 minutes past.
Oh yeah,
that's your answer change.
That's my 2 minute sit down.
I guess so.
Well, okay, I needed to check to make sure that my flashback idol game wasn't dead. Currently, I'm actually, probably shouldn't say what I'm doing. Then people are gonna find my YouTube channel. Probably not.
Wait, it's called Stir though. Why wouldn't they find it?
Okay. I'm trying to see what happens if you max out the score in Flashback: The Quest for Identity. Because the store can hold up to like 9 billion 999 million etc. points, but usually you only get like 10,000, maybe 100,000. So like I'm wondering if maxing that out will like make it like go to negative or something weird. So I've just been like holding down the shoot button for literally the past 6 hours while also fast forwarding at like ×8 speed, just to max out the score on this.
This is very boring to listen to.
Yeah, it is. But that's so okay. So I needed to like check to make sure that like okay, my guy didn't like die when I was gone, right? Just like when you're just holding down the shoot button, maybe something will creep up on me or something weird will happen. That if you watch my very mundane videos.
Can we continue?
Listen, I'm just explaining why the mood changed. I had to check this one thing and that was done. And I was like, okay, now food is tasty again.
Man, we should do more. I don't think we've done a podcast just you and I before. We should do more of this.
Just me talk. Every day I'm gonna either be talking about my YouTube channel or playing a game I don't like that everyone else likes.
Yeah, well, because during the Animorphs podcast, you was like, oh, I want to talk about this other thing instead. We can just hit record. You can just talk.
Is that just my character that I'm always off topic?
Dude, it really is. Because I've been editing the Animorphs Book Club podcast is what it's called, and it's always like every episode there'll be like 4 different times where you'll just like play some random YouTube video to talk about that, and it's like somewhat like half your notes are just like, oh, this reminded me of this other thing that's totally not related at all, and then you're just like, oh, here's the thing it made me think about. And it was like one of them. I always cut out like copyrighted music, which I think you're technically allowed to have in there if you're talking about it. But I was like, I'll just be safe, cut it out, so I own the whole episode. Except I guess the text that we're talking about in the quoting. But you were like, oh, at one point in the Animorphs book, Moko says that he doesn't like some band. I forget what it was. And then when the other Animorphs are like, oh, Moko just doesn't stand knowing that girls find some boys cuter than he is or something because it was some boy band.
Yeah.
And you were like, now, I think that Moko doesn't like this song, and that's why he doesn't like this boy band. And then you started playing the song for like 2 minutes. We're like, well, shut that off. What are you doing? He's like, oh, this is a song Moko doesn't like. And we're like, what? Does it say that? And you're like, no. I was like, what are you doing? What are you doing with that?
I know Marco's taste.
That's what you said. You were like, well, I don't like the song, so that means Moko doesn't like the song.
No, because, okay,
no,
Marco...
it doesn't say that in the book.
Listen,
the song, it doesn't even mention a specific song by them. It just mentions the band name.
But that's the song that he probably would have heard if he doesn't know their stuff. But if he just kind of knows that, he probably had some girls like, oh my gosh, I love this song. It's so good. And listen to it, it's like, this sucks. Because he likes the Ramones and he likes whoever else he likes.
There's no textual evidence for that. I mean, there is for him liking those 2 other bands. But
yeah, well, you know what else is no textual evidence for? Elvis Presley.
We're not going to bring up Elvis again. Can we eat this dank snack?
I only bring up the Elvis thing because it's funny to me now.
So I've eaten half the snack already, by the way. So.
Man, do you think people who listen to the podcast are even going to like consider like even going to remember the Elvis thing? Because it's such a huge deal with our friend group that I brought up Elvis.
Well, they're gonna remember when we do that second podcast. I guess I'll say this now because I don't think it's gonna be an actual Animorphs episode podcast. I don't know who listens to this podcast, by the way. I mean, first of all, none of them are online at all still. We have like 10 episodes. I'm just gonna put it on the Dream Shorts channel, I think. And yeah, I don't know if anyone's gonna listen.
The Dream Shorts.
One of the episodes was like an hour long. It just be that's when I'm talking about bullcrap.
Well, that's what this is. This has been 12 minutes already.
It's good. It's a good. It's a time capsule of our lives, Why are you scratching so much?
Does that pick up on the camera?
Yeah, probably. You can get blood all over my rug.
I will. Don't you know you'll stay in the carpet? Is that what that was a reference to?
No.
Too busy playing Minecraft.
No, stir!
What?
Literally, like 3 hours ago, I was like, hey, Stir, do you know what, oh my gosh, you're getting blood all over my rug as a reference to? And you said, yeah, I know exactly what that is. You named the song, Brain Damage. And then now you're like, oh, is that a reference to an audio song? Is that something kind of similar? No! It's a reference to the thing I mentioned earlier today and you were very familiar with, surprisingly.
Okay, because you said it the same way.
I said it the same way this time, too.
No, you said, you're gonna get blood on my rug. You didn't say like...
Why wouldn't they say, you're gonna stain the carpet instead? I don't have a rug in this room. It's just carpet. Why did I say rug?
Like, we're not on a carpet, we're on a bed. Listen, a rug is more similar to a bed than a carpet is.
What are you talking about?
It is. I think it would be easier to classify a bed as a rug than as a carpet.
You know what? I think you're right. I guess if I had a bed on the ground, I'd be like, oh yeah, go sit on the rug.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were doing.
Someone.
Because you're like, oh, this isn't a carpet.
Someone
you
who
won't say the carpet. The carpet's down there. We're on something that's not the carpet. You gotta say something else. So you said rug. That was my thought process.
Okay. So Blueberry Muffin Kit Kat. This is limited time apparently. Or was it say on the cover? So limited edition.
This is melted.
What? Because it's been sitting here because we've been talking for 10 minutes.
Just put it in the fridge.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's not. So this is the outside is like purple. I don't think there's any chocolate in this. Now I've already eaten 4 of these bars. There's 4 left. I guess I'll give my opinion after you give your initial, because the initial thoughts is what. Don't try to make not too much noise with that thing, but the initial thought is what.
No, I'm a 2-step guy.
Me too. Yeah, I like grabbing and biting into it. 2 of them at once. It's a little too sweet. That's what my mom said. That's what my mom said. And let me just say, I disagree. I bit into this. I was like, holy crap, that was way better than I was expecting. I'll eat the rest of those if you don't want them.
No, I'm forcing me to invest in these. What do you mean?
Oh, so you like them?
It tastes like blueberry muffins.
I think I like it more than normal Kit Kat, just because I don't know, chocolate messes with my throat sometimes.
What does it taste like? It tastes like
Tastes like a blueberry muffin, you stupid idiot.
No, it tastes like Have we had like a blueberry muffin cereal or something?
I had a blueberry muffin lower bar. I don't know.
No,
if
was it a blue?
This tastes way more like a blueberry muffin than a lower bar.
No, it tastes like. Have we ever had in my entire life like a blueberry muffin cereal or like?
Why are you asking me what you've eaten?
Do you probably know?
I think this blueberry Kit Kat was great. I think I like it more than the mint Kit Kat, actually, because it's more of a unique thing. It's like, this is a blueberry. I like blueberry muffins.
It tastes like something I've had before.
It tastes like a blueberry muffin,
No!
sir!
It tastes like something very like. Look at blueberry muffin cereal.
Oh my gosh. That's another thing in the Animal podcast. You're always Googling stuff.
I want to know.
Oh, I was going to explain the other podcast we were going to have.
No, that's not it. No, I haven't had that.
So in case this doesn't happen...
blueberry muffin tops? Is that?
Oh, you know what? I think we have had that.
Have we? Yeah, it tastes like those. Yeah, go back. Where's that picture of that one?
Blueberry muffin tops. None of this up.
Cereal.
Apparently they don't exist anymore, huh?
Yeah, it tastes like that. That's what it tastes like.
Wait, what is that?
See, now who's the one Googling now? Now you've been on here for like a minute saying nothing.
Let's do it. You know why I'm Googling right now? You know why I have Google pulled up and I'm looking this up?
Well, yeah, but when I do that, I'm talking.
No, most of the time you do it and then you start playing audio that I have to cut out. Just have to cut out the
Well,
podcast.
just don't cut it out.
So it's harder. Anyway.
Yeah, it tasted like blueberry muffin top cereal. Like, the exact same. Just like that wafery taste, and it's that blueberry mix.
It was good. I liked it.
It just tastes like that cereal, that's all.
I don't think it exists anymore.
It even has there's like the milky, yeah, it's the exact same taste as that cereal.
So yeah, let me say,
Thing is, I'm not a huge fan of chocolate bars anymore.
mm-hmm.
But I think I'd still rather have just like a Kit Kat than this.
I'm definitely gonna buy this again. If it's
Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't buy it again. I'd eat it again. Or, do we do the ranking that they
No,
do?
we don't do Diet Coke in this.
You just have, man, I'm sorry for keep mentioning stuff, but there's just Wario on the wall next to your bed, and that's the only thing on this wall. That wall is covered in stuff. This one just has Wario by your head, by your pillow where your head goes.
We should specify there's like a Wario wall sticker because one of my friends
put it there because it was funny. It's
Yeah.
still funny.
I was kind of mad at the time because it's like, oh, you just put my. I was gonna like try to figure out like a good place for them, maybe
No,
have them together.
it's still funny.
It's just the only thing on this
It's
wall.
been what, 8 years,
I think it's been more than that. I
and
don't
it's
know.
still funny.
It's still funny. Okay, I forget it's there. I don't.
Yeah, I do too.
Because I sleep with my head on this side now, and usually there's just like pillows over there covering it, just coincidentally. Remind me to call be natural before this ends. Anyway, so let me just say the Animorphs, the podcast idea that I don't know if this is gonna happen. If it will, it's gonna be in like 3 years.
Yeah,
With-
it'll be in probably more than that. It'll
Because-
be several years.
So during book 8 of an Animorphs Book Club podcast,
Mhm.
you said that the character in the last page of the book saying "Thank you, Prince," is it?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir. Thank you, Prince.
Thank you, Prince. Thank you very much. Was a reference to Elvis,
Yes, I did.
and we all said that is stupid.
But I said, listen. The character spends the entire book.
This is an alien character, by the
Yes,
way. It's
this alien
in this.
character spends the entire book reading through an encyclopedia
No, I don't remember that. by
and
the way.
gaining
It's like-
pop
wasn't it-
culture knowledge, and he will randomly just say things, and he'll write out, like he wrote out, "You can't always get what you want," and like E.T. phone home. So he's like very aware of like different pop culture references that
You know, yeah, that never came back in other books, so it would make sense for that to be wrapped up at the end by something.
and the plot of the book is him kind of rejecting his alien homeworld and kind of joining humanity, but not really telling his.
Well, the quote right before that is, Prince, these humans are my people now, and so with all due respect of the law and to you, he's talking to other aliens who want him on his side more than the human side.
Yeah.
I won't let the humans be destroyed as the whole Pajir were destroyed, now while I live. And then the other guy says, it must run in your family, you're just like your older brother. And then the guy laughs and says, thank you, Prince.
Yeah,
he
smirks, and then he says...
He laughs.
He smirks.
Well, see, the argument against that is that, thank you very much, it's just like, he's laughing because he's thanking him for something that is seen as an insult to the other person.
Yeah, and then he's throwing the sneaky little human reference in there.
But there's no reason to say that to the other guy. That doesn't mean anything to him.
But it means something to himself.
Thank you very much. It's a thing people say. Yeah. It's not even thank you very much. It's thank you, Prince. Thank you very much.
Yeah, because he thinks about it after he says Prince. He's like, thank you, Prince. He's like, hold on, this is the thing that this human...
It doesn't say that in the book!
This human martyr said one time.
Did you say murder?
That he probably called it a martyr or something.
Doesn't murder mean like you sacrifice yourself?
Yeah, Elvis is dead. That's probably what Elfangor would think. Elvis is a murderer.
We need to message Capelgate on Twitter and say... No, we should.
She doesn't even know the book.
It's been a long time. If it was an episode, I wouldn't be surprised if they've forgotten. I can't. I don't.
What we gotta do is we gotta wait until.
Not. I don't think she knows her own series, but I think.
I don't think she knows something like that.
I think very specific things that aren't explicitly stated or anywhere online. No. Okay. So because I've googled Animorphs Book, Animorphs the Alien, and then in quotes Elvis. I can't find anything else talking about that. So, my plan, and I don't know if the other, because the Animorphs podcast is 4 different people, I don't know if they're going to go with it, I don't know if it's just going to be you and me, or if it's going to happen, but once we finish all the Animorphs books, which is going to be in a long time, because we're halfway through, and it's taken 3 years? 2 years so far?
It's been a while.
Yeah, and we're busy to edit them. We're going to start a podcast called something it's it was the Animorphs Podcast Book 8 episode podcast. I think that's the name I thought of. It was something along those lines it was going to be called. Where, in case you don't know, there are a lot of different Animorphs related podcasts. We're going to listen, each episode, we're going to listen to a different Animorphs podcast, but specifically the episode about Book 8. And, we're going to review the podcast a bit, say what I think of the podcast. I don't want to, maybe we should, because if we don't like it, maybe we'll hurt people's feelings. But the main goal is to find out if any other single person in existence has ever been like, oh yeah, it's an Elvis reference, and added, so certain of it that you said if this is not intentional, I like the book 50% less. Because the themes aren't wrapped up. So that, and then I think we're gonna start with. I was gonna say do we end with our own episode? Or do we start?
I think I'm less sure about it now.
Because I've convinced you.
Yeah, you've kind of convinced me.
Well, the thing that you said about it that convinced me a bit. Let me find it in the.
I said I was 50%.
No, there in the headcanon channel. What was it? Oh yeah, okay. I gotta search Elvis in the Discord. By the way, if you're just here to know everything of Blueberry Kit Kats, you can leave now. This is just Animorphs talk now. But you listen to other podcasts. You don't have to know Animorphs to listen to this.
Yeah, I don't know Animorphs. Okay, so what we gotta do? We gotta wait until Book 8 comes out on the graphic novel and see if they
if Elvis shows up.
No, if they draw a little Elvis in his little thought bubble, oh, this is the new.
That's not gonna happen.
No, it's gonna have Elvis in the sky as a ghost image. Is he's thinking about that.
That's absolutely not gonna happen. I put this in. I said I'm a little bit more convinced of the theory that it's referencing Elvis. It's not inspirational. It's just part of pop culture. But so is E.T. Because I think an argument that others had was
he doesn't do anything else like that. What he does, he literally does other wacky pop culture, just really.
And it says he specifically spent part of the night reading a book of quotes at the beginning of chapter 12.
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know how Elfinger just liked saying stuff. I guess that wasn't like human speak though. It was underlined.
The quote book is given to Acts on page 37. The ET quote is on page 40. The Rolling Stones quote is on page 55. And 55 is right when he decides to leave the Animorphs. And as a recurring thing in the book, it seems kind of weird for the quote book / moment to be put right at the part where he decides he doesn't want to be friends with the humans anymore, since reading the quote book is part of what introduces him to human culture. So saying something like that from the quote book right after he tells the Andalite dude that the humans are always new people now makes sense. Like, it's like the rule of threes or whatever. I'm still not totally convinced that it was an intent. This is me. This is my typing, by the way.
This is your typing?
This is what I said. This is what I said. Because after listening, because during the episode, if I recall, I haven't listened to it since I edited it.
Everyone was yelling at me.
I was very adamant that is not an Elvis reference, you stupid. You stupid man. But after reviewing the episode, the arguments, and then looking back on the book to fact check what you were saying, I was like, okay, I'm not totally convinced that this was intentional, but looking more into it, it is a cool theory, I think.
It is.
And if it is intentional, cooler, that does...
Listen, even if it's not intentional, it makes the book cooler if it, like, to wrap up the themes.
That's like, we need to make a game theory episode, Animorphs Book theory. This is an Elvis reference.
Dude, do you think Matt Patch didn't make a book theory channel?
I mean, he has only 3 channels. He could.
Yeah, there's still a 4th symbol.
Wait, he freaking talks about books in his FNAF videos.
He talked about movies in his game videos.
Yeah. Okay. Does he?
Yeah, he always used to he had like a movie theory before movie theory came out. Just on game theory, I think.
Yeah.
I think it's funny.
I don't imagine that he would spend a lot of time reading books because it's time.
I think it's funny that you didn't realize. I like send you a picture of supposedly Elvis.
That picture is now
that picture's now an emoji on the
Animorphs Book Club podcast Discord server, which is linked to the description of each episode, and you can join. Although it's not too active.
And you didn't know until...
You can change that if you want.
You didn't know until today when I told you that that's not actually Elvis. It's Bruce Campbell from Bubba Hotep.
As Elvis.
Where he plays...
Now, by the way, this is something you said like last week, by the way. It wasn't like since we read book 8.
No, yeah, this is like... No, it was like a month ago where we made...
The date is July 8, 2022. I like saying that just so I know. Although I usually have it in the folder that I save these in. How many episodes do I have right now? Anyway, keep talking if you have more to say.
It's just funny Bruce Campbell being Elvis.
Yeah, we've had 8 episodes.
Wow.
I don't remember what things we've done. I'm gonna call it Be Natural now.
What are the ingredients on this?
No, I don't. Okay, let me just say, I'm gonna try to call Be Natural right now. I don't know. We already cut out.
Kit Kats, Hershey's.
Yeah.
Dude, you can ask questions at askhershey.com. You can talk to Hershey.
Well, I may cut out the dialing because I think dialing makes tone sounds depending on which buttons you hit. I don't want to dox a phone number. Anyway.
The first ingredient, sugar.
Anyway,
the last ingredient's honey.
How is this surprising?
That's just weird.
I'm gonna call Be Natural right now. I don't know if it's gonna keep recording. I hope so. If it doesn't, this might be the end of the episode. Who knows? No, not freaking with my phone. Well, I guess she's not gonna join. She's online. Well, I guess we're done. What do you think this episode should be called? In case Be Natural doesn't answer me later.
Asexual reproduction.
Oh, hey! Stir's here. You're very glitchy. Also, I'm recording a podcast right now. And you're on speaker with Stir here. So I have to cut out you saying that, what you said, because you said my name, I think.
I'm not recording the Animorphs podcast right now, you know.
I am recording... Okay, you are drunk.
Did you say?
I am recording a podcast right now. I'm recording House of Snooks with Stir.
I'm drunk.
We tried Blueberry Muffin Kit Kats. What do you think the episode should be called? The audio is not working very well. Oh, I can hear you better now. Hello?
So what's up with you?
Okay, you're live on the podcast right now. Stir's here. We're recording House of
Wait, what
Snooks.
podcast?
House of Snooks.
What pod? What?
We're recording House of
Well,
Snooks.
okay, I just had some vegan alcohol and it was pretty good. It was hard seltzer lemonade. I had 2 of those, and then I had a Corona, which was pretty good. I normally don't like beer, but like after I drank the 2 hard seltzers, it was pretty good. It wasn't bad.
Okay. That's your review for this episode, I guess.
Yeah, it's vegan. I'm pretty sure. I guess I don't know. But
Well,
it's
why
probably
would beer
vegan.
have meat and milk in it?
Well,
Meat and milk
I've
don't
heard that
ferment
they,
very well.
process it using animal products. I've heard that alcohol is processed using animal products, but then you take the animal products out of it before they give it to you, so it's kind of questionable if it's vegan. That's what I've heard. I don't actually know. Like I heard that a long time ago. I don't remember.
In case the audio was too bad, she said alcohol is used without animal parts for processing. Well, part of it's just because of the audio quality and the connection. You're so drunk. Be natural. We ate this blueberry muffin Kit Kat. Blueberry muffin Kit Kat. This is what we ate.
Oh, that sounds good.
It tasted like a blueberry muffin.
No, it tasted like blueberry muffin cereal that I had 10 years ago.
Do you know the brand of the alcohol you drank, or was it a local one?
It was. I'm pretty sure it was local. Corona, well, definitely not local. Oh, Corona beer.
Yeah, that's everywhere.
Corona. And then we had like let me see if I find truly watermelon lemonade.
The audio quality is so bad. She had Corona and Truly.
We're gonna go.
Wait, what should the episode be called? What should the episode be called?
Truly.
Put it in chat. Put it in chat.
I don't want to do that.
I
Okay.
can't. I can't hear what you're saying. You have to put it in chat.
Okay.
You're all like cutting out really bad. You sound like you're talking through a fan while pooping on it.
It's really funny.
Hey, I'm recording a podcast. I have to cut that out.
We can talk about how I told
Said
her.
my name again.
We can talk about how. We can talk about how I asked my mom if I could get.
We don't have to bring more ween into the podcast.
bring more weed.
It won't send.
What on earth is that?
Sorry, I said that 3 times.
I like how you send me what it's called and then send me a totally different thing because you actually typed it correctly. So first we have HPUS3 of Mapapapapa. And then you said House of smamamama.
That should be called.
I'm gonna put that in the
Okay.
papas thing.
I'm gonna go frolic.
Be safe, please.
This is great. I'm just gonna go frolic. We're gonna go frolic in the field with
With
other
Andalites,
people, so, you
Andalites,
know.
Andalites, Andalites.
Andalites frolicking.
What about Andalites? What the fuck does Andalites have to do with anything?
They frolic in fields.
You're gonna watch Andalites frolic. Stop swearing and saying names.
We're gonna okay. What about Andalites? Andalites have to do with it. We're gonna go frolic. I'll call you later when I'm not around, and then we'll have a real conversation.
Say goodbye to the listeners.
Goodbye, listeners.
It's so bad.
I'll know.
What?
It's so bad. What's bad about that?
The audio quality is really bad. You sound. I told you. You sound like you're talking through a fan. I'm
We have 2 bars.
so glad I'm recording this so I can send it to you later and make fun of you. That reminds me. I remember I was earlier when I was saying like be natural, listen to the podcast, and was like, oh wow, they actually I was gonna bring that up in an episode she was in. I didn't want to just badmouth her when she wasn't here. For the record, like I would have said the same thing if she was in the beginning of the episode.
Okay, well, you can say now because I'm basically not here.
That's not at all what I said. That is the opposite of what I said.
Okay. I'm gonna go frolic. I want to go frolic. I love you so much, but I do want to go frolic.
Man, Andalites are so cool. They should just have more frolicking Andalites.
Okay,
in
frolic
series.
safely.
I'm sorry.
Funny
I will.
frolicking.
Okay, I don't know what I'm going to cut out, but we just got off the phone with me natural. Okay, that's the end of the episode, right?
Fortnite.
Yeah, that's the end of the episode. What a stupid dude! I love this podcast.
When are you gonna make that Fortnite parody?
I'm not.
Why?
I'm not gonna make that. Freaking fly! Yeah. I hate all the flies in this room. There's one fly, I mean. It just snuck in today. The door must have been open for too long. I don't know. This is a good podcast. House of Snooze is a good podcast. I think it's one of my favorites.
How long has this been?
42 minutes. Goodbye. You gonna say goodbye? Okay.